Go, ladies. That's what we do the work for. PBC tournament, hosting, 4th seed. Here we go. LREMC magic here at home. Short, sweet, and to the point today, right? Just fine-tuning things. We're going to do the passing pattern. Then we'll go one drill. We'll go 18 to 20 minutes. 2v2 in the attacking third, 2v2 in the defensive third, and 5-on-5 in the center of the park. How are you feeling, Haley? Any lasting after effects of the young Harris? You wouldn't tell me anyway, so why am I asking? Right?
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Coach, I have some limbs missing, but I'm ready to play, right? Katie, does Gina know that she was the goalkeeper of the week again? Mm-hmm. Okay. And Christine was the defender of the week. Yes. Way to recognize a defense, you know, somebody in the midfield taking a shift defensively. I like that. Big kudos to the PBC for not picking an actual defender.
Come on, they could have picked the actual defender.
Spoken like a true defender. I like it, Haley. That's good. I will nominate you for goalkeeper of the week one time, Haley, and see if it works. Yeah. You guys are quiet. Are you afraid, Hoops? You see that I have a microphone, so you're afraid to speak in the microphone.
Oh,
say
no.
something. Say something controversial. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Here we go, ladies. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This sets the tone right here. This sets the tone right here. Come on. Let's be ready. Let's be ready. Tactical training always sets the tone for the session. Here we go. It's going to be another beautiful day tomorrow. Kickoff at 3. It'll be mid-60s. Maybe even 70s tomorrow. It'll be perfect conditions. I said 4.
You said 3.
Oh, show up at 3, play at 4. That's what I meant, right? I am a nice guy. I noticed nobody chimed in and supported me on that one. It's got to be sharp here, ladies, yeah? It's either a driven ball or a lofted ball. It's either a driven ball or a lofted ball. You receive that lofted ball, bring it down, play it on your second touch. Done, Jill. Well handled.
Good. Go get it. Strong.
Here we go, ladies. Come on. Finish up, finish up, finish up, finish up. All right, what's the word on defender of the week, Christine Rolfs? She's just taking a day off,
I don't even.
chillaxing.
Yeah.
Put me in a boot, I show up and play, and I ball out. I like
I
it.
don't even play defender anymore. I got defender of the week.
I know. I mean, I don't think it's not done by position, and I'm glad I'm proud of you. I'm glad the conference recognized the fact that, somebody who's technically a midfielder does a heck of a job, defensively. I mean, you win a lot of balls in the air, keep the game in front of you. You've done amazingly on the 50-50s lately. I mean, I'm glad they I don't do the nominations. You're well worth it, and I think it's kind of neat that we recognize the defensive work of a midfielder. Ball's got to travel into the final third before the player. Okay, so join to make it a 3v2 in the final third. Okay, Rachel, since you've already dug a ball out, we'll let you play it. We go 18 minutes here. Let's make the pace high. Let's make sure we join and support our forwards. Great numbers up in the final third. Here we go. Yep. Strike it, strike it, strike it, strike it, strike it. Tell her she's got time to turn and go there. Shape, 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 Randy. Oh, release that ball, Lexi. Yeah. Good run there, Riley. Yes. Oh, good work, Riley. Talk about it. Overlay. Oh, the idea was right. The idea was right, Lexi. Can we go on the counter here? Stacy's got feet. You can drop it here if you need it, Stacy. You can drop it. Yes, and can we play a player in? Can we play? Can dribbling? Can it? Great ball. Touching a strike. Touching a strike. A little too complicated there in the final third. Simplify so we get a strike on goal. Play a player in. Play a player in. Yes. Can we get a quick restart? Can we get a quick restart? Yes. Good distribution, Gina. Play a player in, Maya. Play a player in. Ooh, could have played. Oh, join there, Randy. Join there. Join there. Strike it first time. Strike it, left-footed. Ah, what's that across the line, Jillian? VAR, VAR. Keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. Controversial. Yeah, serve it. Oh, good service. Good try, Bree. Well done, Hoopty. Yes. Touch, strike, 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 strike. Ah, got to get the hips around on that. Good work there, Maya. Well done, Lexi. Good. Drew the defender in, played the ball into the open space. I like it. PBC tournament time. You got to score some ugly goals, too. Serves. Ah, we're in there. Yes. Hey, opportunistic. Step in front of the keeper. Put a knee on it. Win the game. Well done. Good service. Way to be opportunistic, Stacy. That's how you score goals. Runner, runner, runner. Way to join there, Carly. Got to look for that runner. Got to look for that third man running, yes. Well done, Ryan. Well defended. Good turn there, Christina. Shape, shape. Oh, well, brilliant, Christina. Slip a player in, and then join. Slip a player in, draw the defender. Yes, Jillian. Jillian snuffed that out. Well done, Jillian. We've done it too many times in Rona. Good. Idea was right. Put her under, put her under, put her under, put her under. Ball stays in. We got to put her under here. Well done, Stacey. That's an opportunity. We have to put her under every time, right? Defender turned the wrong way. Stuck on her own corner flag there. Time. Couple of things there. Time. Let's get the ball back on Lexi. This is so important here. Okay. Lexi a little further out, edge of the 18. Come on over a little bit, Letty. Jillian, yeah, get in here. You were a little tighter, a little further in here. Okay, when you drive out here, okay, you're running out of acreage. Not a very good angle right here. The natural ball has to be here. And Riley, I think you got a little impatient, maybe assuming that Lexi was committed to driving at the near post. Don't get impatient, because what happened when you got impatient, you ran in. Move forward 12 steps here. Move forward like you were. Because now you're in the passing shadow. I can't find you. Don't get impatient here. But you need to, signal that you want the ball. Drive at. That's the ball right there. That's the ball right there. That third player in has to give us an angle. Don't get impatient. Run in behind and hide. Okay. Even if, let me see that ball. Even if I take this defender byline, okay, she drives me byline, maybe last minute I get a half a step on her. Give me a little bit more. Now you might want to get in there, but don't find yourself in a position where I can't find you, right? Got to make sure that you don't get impatient, run in and land in the passing shadow. We'll start with the keeper on the ball here. Yep, here we go. Got about 5 minutes, ladies. Here we go. Oh, yes, and come with another player. Come join one of us. Touch, strike. Oh, good block. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Left-footed. Oh, I'll be darned. Stacey Scott scored left-footed goal. Hey, I have no problems with that, right? Hey, I saw you hold your run there, B. Hold it. Just a smidge too much. Go ahead, yeah. And time. We're right at 18 minutes here, ladies. Do me a favor. Time. Our little kid. Yes! Go! Teenager's like, what? All right.
UNCP entered the Peach Belt tournament with a matchup on Tuesday as the 4 seed. They hosted the 5 seed North Georgia, a team the Braves beat last season in the PBC tournament semifinals.
Braves and a big-time matchup hosting the North Georgia Nighthawks. These two teams are very familiar with one another. Oh, that got over the foot of Dekuto. Embley now over to Malashik. A shot goes saved by Ryan over the top. For the Braves' second corner of the match, and the second in the last few minutes. Scott setting up for it. Gowdy can't get there. Stacey Scott finds the net, and the Braves strike in the 52nd minute. The Braves victorious. A 1-0 first round Peach Belt Conference tournament victory over North Georgia. Stacey Scott's header off the Christine Rolfe's corner does the deed for the Braves.
UNCP advanced to the semifinals of the PBC tournament and played the #1 seed Columbus State on Friday.
The UNCP football team wraps up its season with 2 home games against Mars Hill later today and Carson Newman next week after a loss on the road against Lenore-Rhine. Taking on the number 24 Bears in their own house proved to be a very tough challenge for the Braves as they fell 51-3. Head coach Shane Richardson sees possible lessons learned in the loss as well as ways to continue to move the program forward after the tough defeat.
I think, we had a good talk in the locker room after that game, and I think where we're at right now in our program is we've got to get to a place where every guy is understanding the expectation so that, if guys really want to win on Saturday, they got to know that expectation and the preparation from Monday through Friday have to match up. And, I think every guy's got to really understand that to the depths of everything that they can control. Effort, focusing in meetings, really going out there and finishing in good positions all the time, bringing as much energy as they can to practice every day. And so what happens is, if you have 2/3 of the team that really does that, and then you have a 1/3 that maybe doesn't, or, take whatever numbers you want, that's the great thing about football is it's a great team sport, but you really have to have everybody on the same page. And so when you start to get 1 or 2 guys out there during a play that just maybe are a little bit out of position, maybe not quite going as hard as the guy across from them, that's when you can really see that good teams are going to expose you. And, Lenore-Rhine was a very good team, and so you cannot afford any type of lapses or lack of effort or misexecution or anything like that. And so, we've got to just grow up and continually get every guy on the same page, working as hard as they can, pushing as hard as they can, and making sure that those mistakes and just everything that we can control is better throughout the week so that Saturday it can become second nature.
One thing that held the Braves back against Lenore-Rhine was a slew of turnovers and penalties that put the Braves behind the 8 ball constantly in the game.
Something where we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. We've got to be able to convert on 3rd downs and be able to keep the ball moving and keep that momentum going. And then we got to be able to capitalize and put some points on the board. And it's a simple game. I mean, in terms of we got to hold them to less points and we got to score more than what they do. And so we got to find ways to be able to do that every time we have that opportunity. But like you said, I agree. Our offense, they showed some flashes. There were some really good things at some times, and then we just couldn't find our way into the end zone. And we got to be able to just capitalize, be able to finish things out better, and be able to keep that momentum going.
For the final 2 games of the season, the Braves will be playing in the friendly confines of Grace P. Johnson Stadium, where they have won twice this season. And Coach Richardson does believe the home field advantage is real for this squad.
There's a comfortability that we have at home, and especially coming down to the end here, we'll be able to celebrate Native American Heritage Day. And I think that'll be a great thing, and then obviously Senior Day there at the end, and I think guys will be really fired up for that, and it'll be good to be in front of the home crowd.
For today's game, one of the big focal points is going to be holding down a Mars Hill offense that has been nothing short of dynamic this season. The Lions have averaged 439 yards of offense per game as well as 26 points, and it is going to be important to control the wide receivers for Mars Hill if the Braves want to keep the Lions' offense under wraps.
Yeah, definitely. I think they've got some real good receivers there, and quarterback is able to get them the ball, and he's able to also move and be mobile. And, they definitely present some challenges offensively. So our defense will need to be ready to go and really be able to correct some of the things that we haven't been able to do very well in the passing game. And so we've got to do a better job pass coverage-wise, and we're going to definitely focus on that this week to be able to get that back to where it needs to be.
One thing the Braves offense will have to work out is their current running back situation. With Maine tailback Josh Sheridan out for the season, the bulk of the carries will be left to fellow captain Quadron Williams and true freshman McKinley Nelson.
I think Quad had a couple of good carries on Saturday, and I think those two bring two different elements in terms of their running styles. And McKinley has a great opportunity to just continue to grow and learn, and as much college football that he can play out there on Saturdays is going to really benefit for him for his future and for our team. And so he's a very physical guy, and he's got a good presence out there. And so we're going to keep getting those guys going and keep trying to get our run game moving forward here, even without Josh. And so definitely, very unfortunate to not have him. And we just got to keep finding a way to be able to pick up the slack while he's not with us.
With a squad that has struggled at times this season, Coach Richardson is quick to point out just how young this team is. That youthfulness means players are getting quality reps now, and those reps should help them in their development and the future success of the program.
I think our core nucleus is the bulk of our team right now is in our redshirt sophomore class and sophomores, and then our redshirt freshmen, and then our freshmen, and then even our redshirts right now. Those three classes, there's a lot of guys that will continue to develop and grow into what our program is going to be. And so we don't have many seniors, don't have many juniors, and it's a great thing for the future. Can be painful to go through in the moment. And it's kind of a little bit what we're experiencing. I think there's no substitute for experience, and you want them to just try to grow up quick, but they've got to go through some of these lessons. They've got to be able to go out there and play against good teams. They've got to be able to be exposed. They've got to be able to hear these messages and learn these things the hard way sometimes for it to stick. And I think it's very valuable. And so I think definitely guys are getting better every week, and I think there's a lot of things that as coaches we talk about that we can see in certain individuals, and those young guys they're the future of our program, and so we're definitely excited about them, and we're trying to just help trying to mature them and develop them as quickly as we can as well.
UNCP men's basketball has gone back-to-back, the Peach Belt champions the last two seasons. This year, the Braves hope to build on a 27-6 campaign last year, which saw Pembroke make a run to the NCAA Southeast Regional Semifinals as well. This season, Pembroke will move forward without two greats, graduating Nigel Grant and Brandon Watts.
Brandon's all-time winningest player in school history, and Nigel scored almost 1,000 points in 2 years. So you don't replace really the player. It's going to be more of a collaborative effort among our returners.
UNCP junior Akia Pruitt was an all-Peach Belt preseason selection, the only underclassman to make an appearance on the list. Richardson and the Pembroke coaching staff isn't worried about replacing the offensive production of Grant and Watts, but another facet of the game is a key to a strong 2018-19 season.
Things that are going to determine our success this year are defense and rebounding. Those are the two most important. It's kind of 1A and 1B. If we defend at a high level, if we rebound at a high level, I think we're talented enough offensively. Good things are going to happen regardless of what kind of schemes or things we put out there. But if our guys make a concerted effort to defend and rebound at the highest ability and keep improving in those two aspects moving into the season, I think it will put us in a position to win a lot of games.
UNCP starts the year off on Thursday with an exhibition game in Columbus, Ohio, playing at Ohio State. The Buckeyes obviously pose a huge challenge for UNCP, but the game is still important for the program, and Richardson says they intend to take advantage of the opportunity.
That's exactly right. We want to learn from it. We want to go up there and give them our best effort. We're not shy about saying that. We want to go up there and give the Buckeyes all we have, but ultimately a game like this is going to be a learning experience. So the more we can get out of it, give them the best effort, however the score ends up is however it ends up. But most importantly is that from this game we can learn positives and negatives about our team. That way going into next week's practice before the first countable game, we can learn and grow and mature during practice.
The UNCP wrestling team officially gets their season off the ground when they compete in the Hokie Open hosted by Virginia Tech this Sunday in Roanoke, Virginia at the Berglund Center. This comes after the team introduced themselves to the UNCP faithful back on October 24th in the black and gold intra-squad held at Lumbee Guarantee Bank Court. It's an exciting season upcoming for the Braves as they come off a 15th place finish in the Division II National Championships last season. The Braves also won their last 5 regular season dual meets to lay claim to the 2017-2018 ECAC title, their first conference championship since taking home the Carolinas Conference crown in 1984 as a member of the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. The Braves returned several all-conference selections from last year's roster, including Nick Daggett, Rodney Shepard, Tyler McCossie, and Brandon Sloop. At last year's Hokie Open, Daggett, who was competing in the event as an unattached entry, registered 4 victories in the 125-pound tournament, but fell just shy on his quest for a spot on the podium. He posted 3 bonus point victories along the way, including a first-period pin in 2 minutes 22 seconds in his consolation bracket opener. That was the start of a stellar season for Daggett, as he would go on to claim ECAC Rookie of the Year honors. Daggett went on a run in the postseason that ended with an All-American nod after an 8th-place finish at the NCAA Division II National Championships. The Goldston product posted 33 wins during his freshman campaign, including 8 wins via pin, 3 others by technical fall, and 10 major decisions. Daggett tallied a 5-1 record against Eastern College Athletic Conference competition, including victories against his last 4 ECAC opponents. Other highlights of the Hokie Open last season included Michael Perez grabbing his first 2 official collegiate victories in the 125-pound tournament, including a 74-second pin. Andrew Colburn also recorded his first 2 collegiate victories in the Hokie Open last season, and those were in the heavyweight bracket. Following the Hokie Open, UNCP will hit the road and travel to Raleigh for the Wolfpack Duels and the Wolfpack Open hosted by NC State on November 17th and 18th.
The UNCP baseball squad was back on the diamond hosting Lancaster in a fall scrimmage on Thursday. But what makes it extra special is who the umpires were.
Sportsmanship starts with us and works our way down. So let's just have a good game, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Have fun.
Yes, sir.
Have fun. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Through the Wounded Warrior Project, Josh Boyd and Keith Atkinson, both war veterans, were the umpires.
It means a lot, actually. I get to get out here and take control of the game if need be. I have a lot of good partners out here. It's really well with the Wounded Warrior Umpire Academy program to get out with fellow veterans and just get back out here. You know, some of us suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, which all, wounds aren't visible. But it means the world to me just to be able to get out here and work in a game that I love.
Sir.
How you doing, sir? Josh
Nice
Boyd.
to meet you.
It's good to meet you.
The Wounded Warriors Umpire Academy allows war veterans to become umpires. The game of baseball helps them heal the wounds of war.
Because I feel that this is a time where I'm in control. It gives me a chance to show the leadership still out here on the field, which is something that when you're in the Marine Corps you have to think fast. You have to think in hard reality times. You have to be able to be quick on your feet, and so it's just having that control, I guess. 4 more.
Atkinson hopes their story in the Wounded Warrior Umpire Academy can also teach and inspire others.
It helps them get a different perspective that even people with some disabilities, they can still come out here and help out, be a part of regular society, even a regular baseball game, and just be part of it and fulfill it just like a normal person with no disabilities at all.